Hey, what is going on with y'all, man? It is Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, so y'all already know what's going on. Alright, y'all. Now, today, I guess we can call this the part 2 to the forces behind Biggie Small's death. Now, of course, y'all remember the last video we dropped, and we went into some details with Gene Deal, talking about how traumatic the death of Biggie was. At first, I didn't have plans to come back around and do a part 2, but I actually found something that I've never seen before about Biggie's death. One of the clips comes from Gene Deal again. It's about 3 minutes long, so I'm not going to overdo it on y'all with Gene Deal, but we have to hear what he explains in this clip. And then we're going to tie it all together from a news clip that I found when Biggie actually died. And I also have the murder scene footage of the car that's going to also support exactly what Gene Deal is about to talk about in this clip. Now, I thought this was very interesting, and all it does is point the finger more at P. Diddy. I never seen this about Biggie's death, and for y'all who haven't seen this clip, I think it's going to be pretty shocking, and I think you'll have a lot more understanding of how Biggie was really set up, and the fact that the crime scene was still very sketchy. There's still a lot of questions that remain about how he actually died, or not even how he died, but there's just questions. It's still a mystery, even the crime scene itself. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more later in the video. But for now, y'all, check this out.
Who idea was it for Biggie to lead a vibe party in an SUV with the Life After Death stickers on the hubcaps?
Well, I don't know if Big came over to Andre Harrell with that on his car, but Puff didn't have it on his car. You understand that? So only one that has an opportunity and only one that could have done that was somebody for the street team. Do you understand that? And they are put up to do certain things. And when I never knew it myself, and I didn't know it that night, that those stickers was on the car. I didn't know that till years later. But anytime you see any kind of things like that on a vehicle, on a street sign, on a wall, it comes from the street team. So somebody was put up to do that because they didn't put it on Puff car. And those cars was rented. So to put those stickers on there, you defacing the property. You understand? Somebody got to pay for that. So my whole thing about it is that it was somebody in our crew that wanted them to know that Big was in that vehicle. And to separate it, that's where you get there was more than one people trying to kill us. You understand?
You're right.
That's where you get that at, brother. That there was more than one, different people was trying to kill us. Because somebody wanted to know, yo, if y'all gonna get Big, here go the car with the stickers on it. A lot of shit was fucked up, bro. And the real, you ever heard the term from Macbeth? Was it Macbeth? Or was it from, Macbeth? Something was rotten in Denmark. You understand? Something was rotten in Denmark. And it was happening inside the whole Bad Boy clique. Because you got to understand this, man. Puff and Big wasn't as close as niggas you would think they were. Puff robbing Big, and Big was robbing Puff.
So you think there was a setup then? Dumb putting Biggie in the car that had the stickers on there, the Life Out the Dope stickers. You think there was a setup?
I think somebody was told to put those stickers on the car. They wouldn't have done it. Don't nobody do nothing unless they was told to do it. To put those stickers on the car, on the wheels, and the other car didn't have it on it, it don't make sense, bro. When you go back and look at it, it don't make sense. Who put those stickers on it? And if we would have had a meeting, all that shit would have came up. Did you know there was no meeting after Notorious Big got killed at Bad Boy? With security or nobody?
Now, there's a few things we can take from that. We know Biggie wanted out of Bad Boy and he wanted his publishing. We know Puff was not giving that up. So that meant Biggie was worth more dead than alive. That's why he said Puff was playing Biggie, Biggie was playing Puff. And I said in the last video, it's clear as day for, two people who portrayed to be really cool, manager and artist. Them leaving in separate cars the night of his death tells you everything. So we know Big wanted out. That is the primary motive for killing Biggie, having him set up to die. It's even more obvious that Puff's car, the SUV, basically ran the red light that night, sped through a yellow light or a red light, whichever they say, right as the shooting started or right before. So Big's car was purposely left there, to be ambushed in a sense. Now, the part at the end was very interesting that he said there was no meeting after Big died. There was no meeting to discuss what happened, how it happened, blah, blah, blah. That tells us a lot as well. And then also, the biggest thing that, I want to talk about in this video are the stickers on the wheels. Now, he's not just making that up. I went and found the crime scene video and a news clip. And I thought this was just really interesting how the camera seemed to point at the stickers on the wheels. And I think y'all are going to find this very interesting as well, because it's just another piece to the rabbit hole. So with that being said, y'all, check this out.
Yesterday morning, Bill Whitaker has a story. It's like a sad, numbing refrain heard too often. Another gangster rapper gunned down. This time, 24-year-old Notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Biggie Smalls, killed in an apparent drive-by shooting outside a Los Angeles party early Sunday.
At this point, we do have some suspect descriptions.
His death is rocking die-hard rap fans.
To the hip-hop community, it was a big loss because he was like one of the best artists that, ever rapped or was ever in hip-hop.
He was born Christopher Wallace and became notorious and wealthy, parlaying his lengthy rap sheet with drug, weapons, and assault charges into a popular gangsta persona and platinum-plated artist for New York-based Bad Boy Entertainment.
These kinds of problems are still something that's very much in the sphere of the lives that these rappers are living.
Now, this Think Big sticker on the wheels may not seem like it's a big deal. It may seem like, this was promotion. But Gene Deal said that these stickers were not on Puff's car, and that this was the street team, and that in order for someone to put these stickers on the wheels, which absolutely make no sense at all, someone would have been told to do it. Nobody's just going to do anything without being told to when you're a part of that team. Now, it doesn't make sense at all to me. I don't think I've ever seen a car, that involved rappers or artists with, promotion stickers taped to the wheels. It's like, for what? Most people can't even see that. They won't even pay attention to it. So that is very questionable. Because it's really not an effective way to promote anything. There's plenty other places you can put, posters and stickers if you're trying to promote an album of an artist. Why would they put it on the wheels of the car? It really doesn't make sense at all, y'all. Even in the news clip, they zoomed in on the wheels that had the sticker. And I was just like, I wonder why would they do that? And in this video, of the crime scene, they made sure to capture those stickers on the wheels. And now you would think, just like Gene Deal said, there would be stickers on all the cars, but it wasn't on Puff's car. They specifically put it on Biggie's car. And then Biggie just happens to get killed the same night, supposedly. Because there's a lot of people out there that don't even believe that Big is dead. And it goes to a lot of other, murder cases that have happened in the industry, as far as where you don't see blood on the scene. The most recent would probably be XXX and Nipsey. If I'm not mistaken, there was no blood on the scene with Nipsey Hussle. I think there was like a shirt with some blood on it, but that picture quickly disappeared. I can't remember exactly, but XXX got shot in the neck, and there was not an ounce, a piece of blood. There wasn't a drop of blood. And, people like, oh, he bled internally. I'm sorry, he got shot in the neck, and there was nothing, and there was no blood anywhere. I don't think there was blood at Pac's scene as well. Same with Biggie. I made sure to screenshot these photos. Now, you could go and say the same thing like they said with X. I think Biggie got shot, 4 to 6 times? I think maybe 4. I can't remember exactly. You could say he bled internally because of the rounds that he was shot with. But not one piece of blood. Now, supposedly they shot the glass out, so that's why there's no window here. I think glass is on the floor. If I'm not mistaken, I don't really remember seeing glass in the footage as well. But only one bullet hole, if y'all could see right there, you could see a little bit better when he zoomed in the footage. One bullet actually pierced all the way through the door. There's 5 to 6 bullet holes in the door, but only one actually came through the door. So we're going to assume that the other shots hit Biggie through the window. But I didn't check autopsy stuff that they put out, to know exactly where he got shot. So we can assume if he's sitting in the passenger seat, he took all the shots to his right side. But there's no blood, y'all. Nothing on the door handle here. And when we flip it, zoom in a little bit, there's no blood anywhere, y'all. Nothing on the armrest. We can go back. There's nothing where Biggie is sitting. There's just no blood nowhere. I just find it hard to believe not one drip of blood would have been in this car. There's nothing on the seat, y'all. Nothing. And if y'all want to take it even further, I'm one of them people that have seen every single episode of First 48. We're talking about real life true crime. I've seen a lot of cases across YouTube, all kind of true crime stuff. I'm not the only person that watches this kind of stuff. I'm not the only one who's seen probably every episode of First 48. It's the realest you're going to get on TV. There hasn't been one single time where someone was shot in a car and there wasn't some kind of blood in that car. For all the people that may start commenting, he bled internally and all this good stuff, which I know is very well possible. We know that happens. I don't care. There's going to be some kind of blood in this car. It just doesn't work that way. I've seen every single case. Every time someone has been shot in a car, there is at least a stain of blood, something on the seat, something on the armrest, something on the dashboard. There's some kind of blood. And this looks crazy. Now, mind you, these were rental cars as well. They look exactly like rental cars. Nothing is dirty. Nothing's in this car, y'all. Nothing. I don't see no bottles, no nothing. No water. It's crazy. It really makes you question stuff. So I understand why a lot of people don't even believe Biggie actually died. I never believed that Tupac died. So 6 months later, why wouldn't we give it a chance that Biggie actually never died either? At 24 years old, supposedly. Because me being the person that I am, I could never dismiss this kind of stuff. The only reason I didn't really go over all this in the video we just did was because I talked about all this in the original Biggie video that I did. But now that I saw those stickers and heard that clip from Gene Deal, it just made me kind of want to revisit everything about it. And we get clear pictures of inside the car, and it doesn't look like anybody was murdered in this car. I'm just saying, like I told someone in the comments the other day, the rabbit hole, the truth to all of this stuff is very elusive, man. And we may not know the truth ever, y'all. And for me, I'm cool with that. It's something, I can let digest, and it is what it is. But we know, it stinks. It's some bullshit out of, everything that happened or the things that we were told. We probably are closer to the truth than we have ever been, but I don't think we may ever find that real truth when it comes to this stuff. But it's always pretty entertaining to talk about and I guess speculate about, especially with all this stuff going on with Diddy. It's just deep. It's a deep rabbit hole, y'all. But with that being said, man, I'm not going to keep this video going on too long. I didn't want to make this video that long. I really just wanted to jump on here and show y'all this stuff and get y'all opinion on what y'all think. I got another video dropping this Sunday. So with that being said, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon. I'm out.